If you're looking for a proper pickup truck in the compact truck segment, you'll really be disappointed, as both the Maverick and Santa Cruz are glorified crossovers at best. Well, Subaru has recognized that most buyers are disappointed by these two, which is why they want to capitalize on the matter by providing a valuable alternative at a significantly lower price. This new pickup truck will be Subaru's return to form and tradition, and is one of the biggest bets for the company for the past decade or so. So let's not waste any more time and take a look at what the legendary Japanese manufacturer has in store for us as the Subaru CEO releases a new $18,000 pickup truck and wows everyone. Return of an icon. Subaru decided to revitalize one of its most popular models with its new release, and that model is the Subaru Baja. This well-known unibody pickup truck has been immensely popular in the early 2000s, and it's this popularity that drew Subaru back to it. However, unlike before, the Subaru Baja won't be situated on the same platform as the Subaru Outback. Instead, it'll sit on a platform that'll be a joint venture between Toyota and Subi, like the GR86 and Subaru BRZ, and the Toyota BZ4X/Subaru Solterra. This new platform will be based upon Toyota's TNGA-C platform, the same one that houses the Toyota Corolla Cross. This merger project has been done to keep costs as low as possible for both Toyota and Subaru, allowing them to position the truck at a much cheaper price. However, this doesn't mean that you'll be getting a chopped and converted Corolla Cross. Quite the contrary. The platform will be further developed by Subaru to make it more, well, pickup truck-like. This includes significant changes to the suspension compared to the Corolla Cross, allowing for greater off-road ability, as well as numerous changes concerning the drivetrain and powertrain department, but more on that later. Aesthetically, the Subaru Baja will take a lot of inspiration from the Toyota EPU concept. However, it'll have a fully redesigned front fascia and rear end to make it look more like a Subaru. Imagine a Toyota EPU with a Forester front end. That said, structurally, it'll remain mostly the same as the EPU, as the same body style and platform will be used by the Toyota Stout too. This means that you could expect a smaller bed compared to its rivals, mostly because the truck itself will be marginally smaller. However, compared to the Stout, there will be some key mechanical differences, which brings us to the next point. Toyota platform, Subaru power plant. Despite sharing the same platform, the Baja won't just be a badge-engineered Toyota Stout. In fact, the biggest differences between them will be under the skin, or shall we say, under the hood. Where the Toyota Stout will utilize a 2-liter inline-4, the Subaru Baja will come as standard with 3 different powertrains. The first one, which will be reserved for the lowest trim levels, will be the 2-liter Boxer 4 unit, most notably used in the Subaru Crosstrek. It'll push out some odd 150 horsepower, making it ideal as a commuter. However, you'll hardly get much more from it than that, as towing capacity and general performance will be quite limited. Next up is the all too well-known 2.5-liter Boxer 4, which produces some 180 horsepower and 176 pound-feet of torque, making it pretty comparable in terms of power to the 2.5-liter hybrid from the Ford Maverick. As such, it'll be able to tow up to 3,000 pounds, which isn't half bad. That said, you still won't be getting any meaningful performance from it, as this engine will be serviceable at best. To get the absolute maximum from your Subaru Baja, you'll have to opt for the 2.4-liter turbocharged Boxer 4 engine, which has been sourced from the Subaru WRX. This engine, with a power output of over 250 horsepower, will be the strongest in the entire compact pickup truck segment and will also be the torquiest of them all. However, rather unfortunately, it'll be good for about 4,000 pounds worth of maximum towing capacity, primarily because of the CVT gearbox, which will be the only transmission choice in the entire lineup. However, as some might say, you win some, you lose some. And in this case, there's a win that Subaru managed to snatch for its customers that literally makes its entire competition shiver in fear. Symmetrical all-wheel drive is standard. Yes, you heard that right. Not only will you not be getting lowly front-wheel drive, but the all-wheel drive system will be the venerable symmetrical all-wheel drive system developed by Subaru. This means that you'll be getting a vehicle that's extremely nice and composed to drive on the road, while also being leagues ahead of its entire competition in terms of off-roading prowess. Practically speaking, the symmetrical all-wheel drive system will provide the Subaru Baja with all of the off-road and on-road necessities a light pickup truck user needs without introducing various complications such as low-range gearbox or similar stuff. Plus, because of the extremely over-engineered nature of Subaru's all-wheel drive system, you could also expect it to be drastically more reliable than anything the Maverick has to offer, while being far more enjoyable and far more versatile than any of its competitors, the Toyota Stout included. This just goes to show how much Subaru is working towards creating the best possible entry point for a true pickup truck customer. In fact, this next thing drives their point even further. A simple yet functional interior. Subi understands that the type of person that'll be buying a Subaru Baja won't care about arbitrary luxuries that'll break in a couple of years of usage. No, what they care about is creating a vehicle that'll be as simple and as robust as possible, and this is especially amplified by the Baja's interior. At its core, the Subaru Baja will borrow the same design language of the interior from the Subaru Forester, Subaru Outback, and the Crosstrek. However, unlike those vehicles which offer more premium materials, the Baja will come with a robust and hard interior with very little soft-touch materials and unnecessary complexities. For example, most of the lineup won't come with that massive vertical screen that Subaru is known for. Instead, they'll all come with a dual 7-inch layout like in the Crosstrek's lower trim levels. Also, the entire lineup will come with either cloth seats or seats with a rubber-like material, allowing both costs to be low and maintenance of these seats to be as cheap and straightforward as possible. In addition to that, most models will come with rear windows that are manual, not electrically operated, with the base model coming with all 4 non-automatic windows. And despite this sounding cheap at first sight, it'll be done to keep costs as low as possible, which brings us to the final and most important part of today's video. Incredibly approachable price tag. Honestly, it's almost unbelievable to even imagine a vehicle that costs less than $20,000 nowadays that isn't the incredibly bad Mitsubishi Mirage. However, Subaru has managed to do the impossible. The Subaru Baja's MSRP will start at a very modest $18,000. However, for this kind of money, you'll be getting the base trim, which comes with the aforementioned 2-liter engine, manual windows, steel wheels, non-painted bumpers, and a white paint job. Still, we aren't complaining, as you'll still get all-wheel drive and solid overall utility. Next in line is the premium trim, and it'll cost around $22,000, and for that kind of money, you'll be getting electrically operated windows in the front and a wider choice of engines, painted bumpers, and 17-inch alloy wheels. However, not much more than that. If you'd like the 2.5-liter engine, you're going to have to pay an additional $2,000 to get it, which in our opinion isn't worth it. This is because of the sport trim, which will start at around $26,000 and will give you the 2.5 as standard. It'll offer nicer rubber-like seats, improve interior quality, all 4 electrically operated windows, as well as a generally nicer exterior. This includes nice bronze-painted 17-inch alloys, as well as a more off-road oriented ride and dual-function X mode. Up next is the limited trim, and this will be a massive step forward in regard to convenience features. You'll be getting 18-inch wheels, Subaru's trademark vertical infotainment screen, all 4 electrically operated windows, fully LED headlights, as well as bespoke faux leather seats that are heated and electrically operated. Not to mention features like front and rear parking sensors, alongside blind spot detection, warning and rear traffic alert, keyless go, and many other simple conveniences. However, all of this comes at a price, and the price is, well, $33,000, which might seem like a lot. However, it's still almost $7,000 less than a comparable Maverick Lariat. However, the best of the best will be the Wilderness trim, which will essentially be the sport trim on steroids. First, you'll be getting the 2.4-liter turbo boxer engine, which will skyrocket the power of the Baja. Second of all, you'll be getting a much more focused off-road suspension, allowing you to tackle terrains practically no other unibody vehicle can. In addition to that, you'll be getting a bespoke interior very similar to that of the Outback Wilderness. This also translates to the exterior. A bespoke paint job, 17-inch wheels with off-road tires, different front bumper. All of this will turn the Baja into a proper all-rounder vehicle it deserves to be, but you'll be paying around $37,000 for it, which is frankly a lot. In our humble opinion, the best option out of all of these is either the base or sport trim, as both embody the cheap and cheerful character of a vehicle like this without complicating it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.